Hi students. Today we're going to go the next step with area and perimeter and find missing dimensions from shapes when given a total. Remember yesterday we learned the formula for area and perimeter. Area equals length times width. Perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. It's going to be important to remember those formulas as we work through these problems. Let's take a look here. For this problem, I have a rectangle, and this rectangle has an area of 48 square feet. What I need to do is find the missing dimension and then find the perimeter. To find area, I use the formula area equals length plus width. Times width, I'm sorry. So my one dimension here is 8. I'm missing the second direction. And the area is 48. So 8 times something is 48. Using my multiplication facts, I know that my missing amount is 6 because 8 times 6 is 48. So my width is 6, and since it's a measurement, it's 6 feet. So my missing dimension is 6 feet. Then this problem asks me to find the perimeter. Once I've found that side, I can now use the formula for perimeter to solve. Perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the height. So 2 times 8 plus 2 times 6. I know that 2 times 8 is 16, and I know that 2 times 6 is 12. So to add 16 and 12, I get 28, telling me that my perimeter is 28. Since my measurements were in feet, I'm going to label it for feet, and the perimeter is 28 feet. Notice that I started with the area since that's what I was given. I substituted the number I had into my formula and then used my knowledge of multiplication to find my missing number. I then used that dimension as well as the 8 feet to solve for perimeter. You'll repeat that same process for problems where area is known, but you need the perimeter and a dimension is missing. Now for this slide, I'm given the perimeter of 16 yards. I have this dimension, the width of 2 yards. I don't have a length. So I'm going to start now with my perimeter formula. Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Since I'm going to call 2 my width, I'm going to say 2 times 2 plus 2 times the length. And my perimeter is 16 yards, so it's going to equal 16. So I know that 2 times 2 is 4. So 2 times the length plus 4 is going to be 16. Now I can get rid of that 4 by subtracting it from the 16. 16 minus 4 is 12. So 2 times the length is going to equal 12. 2 times what is 12? Using my multiplication knowledge, I know that the length has to be 6. Since it's a measurement, I have to label it, and we're talking about yards, so my missing dimension is 6 yards. Now, using that missing dimension, I can find the area. The formula for area is length times width. To find area, I'm going to multiply 6 times 2, which is 12, give me an area of 12 square yards, or 12 yards square. when given the perimeter, working back to the area is more difficult because perimeter is a lengthier formula than area. So it's important to work very carefully in substituting your answers. Let's look at an example. Oh good, this one gives us the area. The area is 70 square millimeters. One dimension is 10. I need to find the other one. The formula for area is length times width. And I have 10 for my length. I'm missing my width. And the area is 70 square millimeters. So 10 times what is 70? And because I know my multiplication facts, 10 times 7 is 70, giving me a missing dimension of 7 millimeters. It's important to label them as millimeters because it's a measurement and I need my unit. Now to find my perimeter, I use my perimeter formula. Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. 2 times 10 plus 2 times 7. 2 times 10 is 20 plus 2 times 7 is 14. 20 plus 14 is 34. So my perimeter is 34 millimeters. The perimeter equals 34 millimeters. And let's do just one more example. This time we'll start with the perimeter so that we can work backwards that way. Remember that formula. Perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the height. I have the side 6, so if I do 2 times 6 plus 2 times the height to get my perimeter, which is 30. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 plus 2 times the height equals 30. If I subtract that from both sides, I'm left with 18 because 30 minus 12 is 18, and that's what's going to equal 2 times the height. Using my multiplication knowledge now, I can say 2 times what is 18, and that what is 9, so my missing length is 9 inches. Now I can use that information to solve for area using the area formula. Area equals length times width. 6 is one side, 9 is the other. 6 times 9 is 54. So my area is 54 square inches. Remember, it's important that you label your dimension for your units, or for area, square inches, or for perimeter, just inches. For tonight's quiz, you'll be asked to solve 3 problems with missing dimensions. Did you remember to go back and copy your 2 examples? If not, go back and do that now. Draw the rectangle too. It will help. It's probably a good idea to write down the formulas. Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the height, and area equals length times width, because you're going to want to use those formulas on your quiz. Then go to Canvas to complete the check that goes with this lesson. This is not really a quiz, but your teacher will use it to set up groups for tomorrow's lesson. If you want to go back and watch the examples before you take your quiz, do that again as well. It will help you as you solve the problems. Thank you and have a good night.